Now another very important topic, that is why power sharing is desirable. The previous topic we have seen how Belgium dealt with its ethnic problem, and even today it is believed that the same design is followed and Belgium is ruled very beautifully, very smoothly, the government is running. But when we talk about Sri Lanka, the case was totally opposite. They did not believe in power sharing. Rather, they believed in majoritarianism. Sinhalas, who were in majority, they tried to dominate. But here we will see, okay, if power is shared, what will be the consequences? So power can be shared in two ways. The first one, prudential. Second one, moral. So even in the exam many times it is twisted. They don't ask direct question, that is why power sharing is desirable. Rather they ask explain prudential and moral reasons of power sharing. Then the students gets confused. But there's nothing to confuse, just relax. Once I complete the topic, all your confusions will be over. So let's begin with the first reason, that is prudential reason of power sharing. Prudential means where we take the decision keeping in mind, if I take this decision, whether it will be profitable for me or it will be a loss for me. Such decisions are called prudential. So even in the politics also government keeps in mind that this will be in the benefit of the government or it will be against the government. So many such policies are framed or decisions are taken. So let's understand. So first reason for the prudential is it reduces social conflicts. If we do the power sharing, it reduces the conflicts between the different social groups. In our India only when we talk about, there are different social groups living in India. We call India as country of diversities. Our own government right now, the BJP, though single majority, but under NDA, that is National Democratic Alliance, there are different parties that are supporting BJP. So they have to give one or the other ministry to the supporting parties also. Then only it can work together for the complete 5 years. So when the power is divided, maybe different little power as per the contribution. So it binds the political party together. Second one is given is political stability. As the statement says, when you give the power, there is a stability. Everyone loves power. Take simple example, Narendra Modi cannot reach to the different part of our country. The pandemic, COVID-19 is going on. So what he is doing? He is first having the conversation with the different CMs of the states, and then he gives or comes to the decision. He is not directly imposing in Kerala there will be 3.0, that is third stage lockdown will be there, or in Gujarat it will be there. They communicate, they give the power to the state to decide by themselves. If needed, then only. So because of that, there is a smooth communication between the states. So political stability is there when the power is given. Third point it is given. Many times we see, as in the case of Sri Lanka, the Sinhalas, they imposed their will on the minorities, that is Tamils. Finally, what was the result? Civil war between the Tamils and the Sinhalas. So same here also we can say, if majority tries to impose their will on the minorities, so what will happen? It will create disunity among those groups and finally disunity for a nation. Like in our India only, what Mahatma Gandhi did, he always tried to unite Hindu and Muslim, then only we could gain the freedom. But if they both were divided, what the Britishers were doing, divide and rule, then we would have not got the freedom. And finally, tyranny of majority means, so it means when majority starts exploiting the minorities. So in the long run what will happen? They both will be suffering. As it happened in our freedom struggle only. The Britishers who exploited us, exploited our resource, exploited the Indians. Finally, after approximately what we say 200 years, we threw them out of our country. But if they would have given dominion status after the First World War, they would have continued. Maybe that would have been the scenario, but they did not. So finally, in this, there is a loss for both if majority exploits the minority. Now we come to the second part, that is moral reason of power sharing. It is just the opposite of prudential. As I said, prudential means where we take the decision, make the decisions keeping in mind the profit and loss. But in moral, it is keeping in mind the welfare of the nation or the society. So the first reason why moral reason is there, because it is the very spirit of democracy. To make the democracy strong, power sharing is essential. Democracy cannot survive without power sharing. In a democracy, people have the right to be consulted. It means they should be consulted how they are going to be ruled, what rules are to be made. Then, a legitimate government means a good government is one which provides political stability, social stability, economic stability, and cultural freedom to all the citizens of a country. When all these four pillars or factors grow simultaneously, then it provides a good government, what we call it as legitimate government. And India is one such example